Welcome back to Wise Men Company, everybody. I'm Ben.
And I'm Noah.
Today we're going to be talking about ankle carry. A lot of folks out there frown upon it, poo-poo it, think it's from the 1980s, and it has no business being in today's lifestyle of carrying.
Which is why Ben wanted me to be in on this video, because he knows that I remember what it was like carrying back in the 1980s.
Because he's old. I think it's definitely still a viable option for today's concealed carry. I personally carry on the ankle when I'm either dressing up or I'm traveling a long distance in a vehicle. And there's a couple reasons for that. Dressing up, obviously my shirt's tucked in, I don't usually wear a sport coat, or even if I do, I'll probably be taking it off sometime during the day or evening, and that would obviously let everyone know that I'm carrying a gun. It wouldn't be concealed anymore. But if I carry it on my ankle, it fits nicely under dress pants. No one ever knows it's there, and I can carry it all throughout the day.
Yeah, and I'm pretty much the same way. I carry it a lot if I'm going to be in the office working as well, because I'm sitting a lot behind a desk and things like that, so it just makes it more convenient for me to be able to get to it. When it's not really convenient for me is if I'm wearing jeans. Most jeans, unless I wear a boot cut, they don't pull up nicely. So typically I'm wearing khakis or some kind of a dress pant or tack pants if I'm going to be at the range or something like that, because jeans just don't really work with it as well, I've found. Yeah. So, but definitely when I'm dressed up, if I'm going to carry two guns, I
back up.
Yeah, I'll carry ankle for that as well.
So. The second reason I mentioned was if I'm in a vehicle. Sitting in a vehicle for a long distance, I typically carry appendix. That can get uncomfortable. You have a seatbelt on. It's just not ideal for traveling a long distance. But if I put it on my ankle, I can get to it quickly.
Right.
And it's comfortable.
I agreed completely. I don't personally like appendix carry anyways, so typically for me, when I'm in a vehicle, I'll carry that way because it's very difficult to get here and try and draw if you're seat belted in and all that kind of stuff, where this is still a lot easier. The other thing is, for me, a lot of times I'm driving through states where I'm not supposed to have a gun, and it's a lot easier to get this off to put away than it is to pull everything apart for any type of my other holsters. It's just a lot more convenient if I have to put it away, or for deep concealment purposes.
Right. Let's get into what I carry. I carry a Glock 26 and a Galco holster on the ankle. It's neoprene that wraps around your ankle with sheepskin against the gun portion. Very comfortable, stretchy, breathes, very nice. It's leather, like I said, so moisture does some damage on this holster. You gotta try to keep it dry, try to keep it maintained, but other than that, this holster has been great for me.
I actually carry the exact same thing, Glock 27 with the conversion barrel in it. I carried it as a 40 millimeter for a long time. The Galco ankle glove, these are great holsters. They are fantastic. I've carried mine a lot. You can see the scuff marks and stuff. Every now and then if I'm polishing my shoes, I'll take some shoe polish and actually polish up the rig just to make sure that I'm maintaining it. If you wear this a lot, especially you guys that wear like ankle socks or the short socks, like no-show socks, I have a really good friend who wears one of these, and the ankle holster will start to smell. Honestly, his holster I think could walk away on its own.
Yeah,
it gets a little funky because of that sheepskin in there. So that's something that you do need to consider as well. I have never come across another ankle holster that works as well. DeSantis makes okay ones. I like them. They're constructed well, but by far this ankle glove is worth every penny that you pay for it.
Yeah, I think you can get them for what, like 60, 70 bucks now?
I think they're around $70, something like that.
And Galco makes holsters for the ankle for plenty of other models besides 26. You can get them for 38 specials, the 43, Glock 43, XDS, Shield, you name it.
Pretty much if there is a small
subcompact
pistol, Galco makes the ankle glove. Now they do make a less expensive model I can't think of what the name of that one is off the top of my head.
Oh, it's like a general fit one.
Yeah. It's not as good. Don't spend your money on it. It really isn't. Spend the money on the fitted holster. It'll be worth every cent that you pay for it.
Yeah. Let's talk about some of the pros and cons of carrying ankle. We jumped into them a little bit, but the ankle holster is comfortable in my mind. It's very comfortable, actually. In fact, I forget it's on sometimes when it's down there.
Now, I will say, when you first start wearing it, just like any other holster, it's going to take some time for you to become accustomed.
Sure, absolutely.
Your ankle does get hot and things along those lines because it's covered up. So it's not like you're going to throw it on your first day and forget that it's there. But
sure.
Once you've grown accustomed to it, it's great.
Yeah, it's absolutely great. Very concealable is another point. It's not many people are going to be staring at someone's ankles, whether you're seated, whether you're standing up, whether you're moving around. Just people don't look down there. So even if it does print by some miracle, people aren't really going to notice it.
Right. The only other thing that I would say is check it before you go someplace with it, because sometimes when you sit, depending on the style pants you're wearing, your cuffs could pull up a little bit, especially with dress pants. They tend to be cut to be right there at that shoe level rather than a little bit long like most casual pants, and so that can present a little bit more of a printing issue. You might see it. That's why I often wear mine with black shoes and black socks. It sort of blends in a little bit more.
A con would be that it's not a fast draw. Now, that is relative. Is it going to be a sub-second draw from the ankle? Probably not. You're going to be right around the 2-second range, sub 2 second.
I know the guys that really
trained
can get it down into about that 1.5 seconds, I believe.
2.04.
They're fast, but they practice it.
Right. A lot.
2.1.
Like everything else, you got to practice.
And they're guys that are doing things like executive protection, where they need to have that
deep
ability.
cover. Yeah. There are positions where the ankle can give you a slight advantage. If you're in a compromised position on your back, you're defending and you need to get to that real quick, your ankle's right there, you're usually defending, it's a little bit easier of a draw. We mentioned sitting, cars, chairs, office chairs, things like that.
Church pews,
lunch meetings, when you're already sitting and you can have a gun in your hand literally like that.
The other thing is, in the awful event that a situation starts going down around you, it's relatively easy to make a move such as this to stage yourself to be able to get to that weapon. That's much less conspicuous than moving your jacket back or
shoveling your pants.
Right. So, these are more furtive movements. People recognize them. They are going to associate those with, whereas somebody going, this is just sort of a nervousness, and suddenly you put that gun right at hand's reach.
Right. So like I said, it's relative. Standing up position, yeah, it's not going to light the world on fire for a draw time, but there are situations where it does come in handy. So for all those out there that think, the ankle holster isn't fast enough or it isn't relevant anymore, I disagree, just to be honest.
Yeah, and again, it's not a speed draw position by any means, but it is a solid defensive carry that is suitable for a lot of situations.
Gives you options, absolutely. It's better than nothing.
And honestly, even going to one knee to fire, to draw and fire, you're inducing movement and you're changing that pattern against the bad guy. You're interrupting that OODA loop because he doesn't expect you necessarily to go down.
So guys, we want to hear your thoughts on ankle carry. We want you guys to leave a comment down below, tell us what you think about it. Maybe a lot of you already use it as a backup position for a backup gun. Tell us about it. We want to know what you're carrying and if ankle is a viable option for you, and what you think about it in general. Alright guys, so go ahead, like the video, share it with your buddies, and go visit us on Instagram and Facebook.
Absolutely. If this is your first time with us and you've made it all the way to the end of the video, we appreciate your time with us. Please take a moment, hit that subscribe button so that you can be aware when we release new videos and new projects. Also, here at Wiseman Company, we're all about being prepared, being armed, being informed, and being involved. So those are the key components of what we do and why we're sharing this information with you. So your feedback, your comments, sharing it, all of those things are really important. We really appreciate you guys.
All right, we'll see you on the next video.
See ya.
Jared, could you get out of the shot?
What? What?
Rockstone.
What? Are you a little warm in that flannel?
Aren't you a little old to be worrying about my business?
No, I am old. That's why I'm worried about it.